It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and we've got the Bengals' superstar running back. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Bengals and the Ravens on Sunday Night Primetime.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Look at this Baltimore defense.
They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Yeah, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell them, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson.
A throw taken in by Tyler Wallace.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's able to find Wallace. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him strike.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 174, just one shy of Emmitt Smith in second place.
And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver.
And that'll make it 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Here, look at this Baltimore defense.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Powers through him. Powers through. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
The Ravens at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Going long here for Wallace. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Being chased out left. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner. That means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson now.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Jackson, options out left. And oh, caught up.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
There he goes, right side. Well, this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. On first down, right back to Hall.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner is giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
But there's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Sam Laporta, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. 3rd and 9 here as they've got it as we resume action. Buying time to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack, and speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
On now to punt, Brad Robbins.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Points certainly not at a premium here.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Hall.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Second down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They go play action with Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bengals set to take over. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Caught by Cobb. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Connecting over the middle with Downs.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Downing. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
McPherson on for the point after.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
Oh, fighting off the defender. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time. That's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good run. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Jackson's throw caught there by Wallace.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Again, Jackson. Nifty move. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
You can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Now Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Calling a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
And his kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. 35-17 was the final. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Trey Lance, a touchdown pass in the victory. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's complete to the Porter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Hall want to give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up,
Automatic
or if you're
first
going to
down.
go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson now.
A short pass here taken in by the corner.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Here's Jackson. That's called in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That's to the pylon and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Breece Hall
with career touchdown number 175, tying Emmitt Smith for second most all time.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
This taken in by Downs.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll lead even with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down. Downing. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 20. Fighting him off. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
Always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
2nd down and 3. Straight ahead is Hall. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
And they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Now Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This pass complete to Higgins. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
Quick slant caught by Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as he'll get this up close to the 30-yard line.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Now back to throw.
And that, nearly picked off. But it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
How you leave a receiver of that caliber, that wide open on that play is absolutely beyond me. You've watched tape. You've gone over the scouting report. Your first move should be double or triple him and make sure someone else doesn't beat you.
Well, especially on 3rd down. That's what's really baffling. They'll look to throw again.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And that's out quickly to Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as a tackle made at the 18.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw again.
That complete to Downs.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gas, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Give to Hall running right.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
On the tackle there was DJ Turner. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the 27-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
3rd and 5.
A handoff for Hall. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Bengals will get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 42. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the Ravens' 33-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good run.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 19. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up.
And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
McPherson now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, Jackson.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Here's a give to Hall.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
102 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Hall again on second down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he will have the Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. From the gun, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Breece Hall
with career touchdown number 176, moving him past Emmitt Smith and into 2nd place all time.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So now the Bengals down by a field goal. 1:37 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Back to throw.
Pass complete to Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. He's back to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff. and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Over the middle, it's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. He will find his man Chase complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return. Wins it in OT. Hard-fought game through 4 quarters gets us into overtime, and then you can't even catch your breath and realize you're in overtime, and the return of the ball game's over.
Absolutely amazing what we got to see, because we're setting up all those different scenarios as we go to overtime. Do you take the ball? Right. What do you do with the coin toss? Where are you going to play? How are you going to do it? And that takes it all out of our hands, doesn't it? A bolt of a return that ends the ball game.
How often do coaches talk, Charles, about that 3rd phase? And here the 3rd phase was the difference.
No doubt. And what I also think about is when you get to overtime, fatigue has to play a factor in it. And if you use a lot of guys who are frontline players on special teams, sometimes they run out of gas.
So for the Ravens, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
It's week 5 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's coming off a quality showing last week, well over 300 yards in that one. It's the Bills and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This taken in right around the goal line.
This is out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 carries, 51 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Bills' 35-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Exit 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Henderson's kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 118 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Harper. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Throwing is Hurts. So they get a traffic there, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Harper. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harper. Now he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. This is 2nd and 8. Hurts going to keep it running right. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Back to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Taken in at the 22. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball is thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
On 1st down, Hurts. That's complete. It's Collins. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go and try and put some pressure on the defense. And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. The slot man in motion right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you said, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Bills to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
That's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate. Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete to Scott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Back to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 19 yards away. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Patterson now for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Harper. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Harper. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Bills on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're looking at third and a few inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on third and inches. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
From the 48-yard line, here's the second down and 9. Oh, the option left, it's Hurts.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At the Dolphins.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws, has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That's taken on the 25.
The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it is the Jets who have the lead in that one. The Jets trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. The Packers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Jaguars locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Here's 3rd and 3. Play action. Here's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Buffalo.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. It's Harper, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Hurts.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. He's got McBride here over the middle.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Harper. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Well, the Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at about the 14. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down. It's right at the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches.
2nd and 9 now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They'll set up to throw.
That's complete to McBride. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now he is just 2 catches away from 1,000 on his career. 998 currently.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown!
Trey McBride from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
And Davis has it over the middle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
That's good for Dolphins. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
Goes right back to McBride.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. So a good grab there, and here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Patterson's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
First down, Buffalo.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Up the middle they go. Harper. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On second down now, it's Harper. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So the Dolphins now down by 10. Just over 1:40 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. First and 10. And that's complete to Davis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here comes second down at 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
First and 10 at the 40.
Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Good for Dolphins. First down.
Back to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And 10 yards to go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Bills, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And the spotlight is on these Chiefs, leader at quarterback. Everyone's still in awe of his last game, passing Noah Van Brocklin's 1951 mark of 554 passing yards. It's the Chiefs and the Hawks. All that and more coming up next.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 27-yard line.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Operating from the gun. Tyler, flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Operating from the gun. Tyler. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
That's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Chiefs are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And let's remember that last week in this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But boy, were they sensational just a week ago. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here.
This is caught by Anderson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
He'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won in 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tyler. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw. Tyler underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Off the play fake. Tyler.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st and 10, Tyler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's the fullback. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. I go to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Boykin.
They'll take this to the 46. You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I won't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up the first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This is caught, and they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Second and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take it home. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to move back in front.
And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show-you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Throwing on first down. Tyler. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Leo Chanel.
That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. To throw on second down. Tyler. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Tyler. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Good footwork at the 30. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Seahawks' 49-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Boykin. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
On 1st down, Michaels on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Back to throw. Tyler underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his right. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll get